What are our favorite movies of 2025? What were the biggest surprises and disappointments? What are we looking forward to most in 2026? All this and more on this week's episode of We Care a Lot.
Welcome to We Care a Lot.
I'm Gil.
I'm James.
Welcome back to another episode. It's been a big year for movies, so we're going to
Yep.
be recounting kind of a little end of year wrapped, if you will, of our favorite movies, the movies we've watched. We've seen a lot of movies this year.
2025. Yeah, we've actually each seen 126 movies.
Yeah, we were checking Letterboxd last night, and we both have exactly seen 126.
We did not plan this.
We
at
didn't
all.
plan this.
I think it's pretty good. It's like about, individually, it's about 10 a month, a little over 10 a month.
Yeah,
That's
because
pretty
I made
good.
it my goal for the year to watch 5 new movies a month. That was kind of my
Did you manage?
I'm on track for this. I'm on track so far. I haven't
Hell
done
yeah.
it for December yet, but
Gotta get on that.
I know I got to wrap it up. I got to finish the year strong, but I've done it and it's been good. I'm really proud of myself. I
Yeah.
think I've managed it with school well, but yeah, it's been a big year for movies, and more so, I just want to touch on before we get started, a big year for superhero movies. As
Yeah.
a superhero fan, as a Marvel fan, I've been pretty happy with this year. We've had Thunderbolts come out and Fantastic Four come out for Marvel, and DC has kind of done their big relaunch with Superman, and it's been pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm not as big
Right, of
with the superhero
course.
movies. No, but I still like them. I watched both of the. I watched Superman and I watched Thunderbolts and I watched Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
And I had a great time with all three, actually. They all really pleasantly surprised me.
I all gave them like 4 stars.
I didn't, but
Right.
it was. I still really liked it, and I do think it is definitely a comeback for both studios.
Just like this summer was such a good movie, like just such a good summer for the blockbuster. I feel.
It's been a great year. 2025 has been great for movies.
I know, right? Like,
Whether it's horror, I think like just more mainstream movies haven't been as great, but superhero movies and horror movies kind of up top.
kind of up top, and
Yeah.
it's looking good for 2026. We'll touch on that at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
But do you want to jump into your biggest surprises of the year?
Well, yeah. So we're gonna just be running through a couple of categories throughout this whole episode.
Right.
What are we doing before the break and then after the break?
For the break, we're going to be doing biggest surprises, biggest disappointments of the year, favorite watched but not released. So, like something that maybe didn't come out this year, but that the two of us watched and really enjoyed,
Yep.
that we finally got around to seeing. And then ones we missed. So, something that came out this year that we didn't get the chance to see.
But we wish we could
But we
have.
wish we could have, and that we're excited to see still. And then we're going to take a break. And then after the break, we're going to get into our favorite watching experiences. So, like maybe a theater experience or something that we watched together.
Mhm.
And then we'll do our top 3 films of 2025. And we'll get into the most anticipated films for 2026, what we're most excited for.
Really excited.
So, biggest surprise. Here we go. Do you want to go first?
Sure.
I have a couple. For all these categories, I kind of
I
went.
know.
I
Gil's
kinda-
a little more stacked than me.
I know. Because I started listing the ones, and I went, oh, that one too. That one's also really good.
Yeah.
So I have like 4 of them.
You start then.
Okay. My first biggest surprise was The Long Walk.
That one's mine.
I
Still one
love
of
The
mine.
Long Walk.
It was really good.
It was really fantastic. I saw the trailer and I was like, "What is this?" I was like, "We're kind of doing another like death game thing, like Hunger Games," but
Same
and I knew it was a
director.
same director. I knew it was a Stephen King book, but I thought it was really good. I thought he did really well as the director. I thought the cast was really stacked. I remember I took myself to see it. That was the day before my birthday. I saw that.
Yeah.
It was a little birthday treat. I was like, let me take myself to film.ca, shout out, and go see The Long Walk because I was really excited for it. And I was really blown away. I was really impressed.
Yeah, same. I got around to it way later than you. I think I got around to it
Yeah.
around October. But it's one of the best new Stephen King things I've seen in a while. I know the new It show, it's kind of like tangentially King based on his work. I don't think it lands as well because it's trying too much. I think The Long Walk is so simple. It's one of King is so strong when he comes up with a concept that's so basic. And you go, how are they going to make a whole story out of that? And he manages.
Right.
It's so brutal. The gore is really good. The acting is fantastic. I think it holds up throughout. Like there's not a single moment that's boring in the movie.
Yeah, I thought Cooper Hoffman was really good. I'm excited to see more from him.
Who was he?
The main guy.
Oh, right. Okay.
And Mark Hamill even also. I know he was a big point of
Yeah, yeah.
marketing, but I thought he was
He
pretty-
was?
Well, just that it's like starring Mark Hamill.
All right.
I thought it was really impressive, and I thought he was really good. My next biggest surprise is one of your favorites,
No.
Predator Badlands.
Yeah.
Just in a surprise that I didn't really know anything about the Predator franchise.
Was that, oh, it wasn't your first one though.
No, because I watched Prey and I watched Killer of Killers to prep.
Yeah.
Because those are the 2 other ones that Dan Trachtenberg, the director, has done and are very like critically acclaimed.
We love him.
We love him. We love Dan. And so I watched Predator Badlands once again. Took myself to the theaters, and I was really impressed. I thought it was just a great action movie, just a great like 2025 take on the hero's journey.
Yeah.
What do you have thoughts on it? Any major thoughts?
It's not anywhere on my list.
Wow.
I know,
I'm
but
shocked.
I was really
You love that one.
I know I do, but it's like I couldn't figure out which category to put it in,
That's
and I was
fair.
sure you were gonna bring it up, so I
Yep.
was like, I'll piggyback off
Always
of
count
that.
on me.
But I wasn't super impressed with Prey. I thought it was cute, but on my first watch, I was like, it's pretty good, but nothing too impressive. I watched Killer of Killers earlier this year, and I thought this is fantastic. Dan, whatever you want to do with the Predator franchise, I'm in. From that point on, I was so excited to see Predator Badlands because it also had Elle Fanning, which I've been a big fan of lately.
Wow.
And so I was like, I can't wait for that to come out. And it came out, and it fully satisfied my expectations. I thought it was great. I'm worried about the future of the franchise, but maybe I shouldn't be because
You're worried?
Well,
I feel like it's in good hands with Dan.
I know that's what I'm thinking. I think Dan knows what he's
so
doing.
excited. He's so excited to do more.
I know he pumped out 2 this year.
Yeah,
vastly
that's
different
impressive.
ones. One that leans fully into like the sci-fi elements of like this alien culture, and the other one's like just 3 human stories back to back, and then a little Predator epilogue and Killer of Killers. But hey, we'll get more into that later.
What are some of your biggest surprises for the year?
Oh, I only have one more other than The Long Walk. I want to talk about The Black Phone 2.
Right. I didn't get around to seeing that one.
Yeah.
I really wanted to.
I thought that it wasn't like a perfect movie by any means, but I remember watching it and being so happy at what they were doing with it. Because again, the first one, very basic, feels very Stephen King. It's based on a book written by his son.
Right.
And I think the second one, it's a different locale, it's a different aesthetic. I thought the stuff they do with like the Super 8 footage was super neat, which makes sense because it's the directors from Sinisters, and those movies are kind of famous for that. I thought the acting wasn't as strong as the first one, but I also love that it was just a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. In the year 2025, the character, I think Ethan Hawke was fantastic playing the grabber.
He's really good.
The effects are really great. Have you seen the first one? I forget.
Yeah, I watched the first one around the
First one.
same time that the second one was coming out because I was like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe I'll go see it. I should prepare myself. And it was around Halloween. So I was like, I was watching a lot of horror movies. And I really liked it. I knew the premise going into it, and I knew a lot about it, but it still really blew me away. And I thought that it was really well done. I didn't really have any notes for it. I was like, yeah, it kept me satified and entertained the whole time.
It's a great escalation.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're making a third one. I'm assuming they
You think
are.
they
It really
should?
feels. I think that if they do, they need to just keep building on it and do a different setting, do a different aesthetic.
Because what are your thoughts on Mason Thames? Was he good in the second one? do you
He's
think?
okay. I like him better in the first one. Same with the actress who plays the sister.
Yeah, you're a big fan of the sister in the
She's
first
really
one.
good in the first one, and in
Mhm.
the second one, she disappointed me a little bit. Because there's more of a focus on her as well, and there's
Okay.
more of a focus on like their trauma and stuff, which I guess, but I just don't think it's as cool as like the horror stuff they do.
All right.
It's very lo-fi. I remember watching it and being like, this would be a great one to watch at home, like on a snowy day.
I'm excited
my
now.
biggest
Maybe that's what
takeaway.
I'll do
Yeah, you should.
in the winter weather. I only have one more surprise.
Yeah, what is
Because
it?
I actually decided to move one. I'll talk about it later in the episode. My last surprise was Tron Ares.
Wow.
Because the first two, Long Walk and Predator Badlands, were surprises that they surprised me with how good they were. This one surprised me just because I thought it was gonna be really bad, and
Yeah.
it was.
And it wasn't?
It was.
I
It
still
was a
can't believe
little. It
that.
was a little better than a little bad. You know,
Wow.
it just wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with it. My friend Jenny and I went to go see it.
Mhm.
Our friend Jenny from the Slipstream podcast, and we had a good time. Jared Leto, we thought was gonna be awful, and he was a little bit better than awful. I don't know. The soundtrack was great. I thought it was good action. I really enjoyed Greta Lee and Evan Peters. Gillian Anderson, for the brief time that she was there,
Yeah, she's on it a lot.
was a delight. Not much, but
Oh.
I don't really know. I know a little bit about Tron, but it
You've
was
seen
fun.
Legacy, right?
I've seen Legacy.
Right.
I haven't seen the first one.
I'm the opposite. I've only seen the first
I've
one.
played the Kingdom Hearts world, the first
Great world. Yeah.
But yeah, I would be down for another one, even though I know they said they won't do it based on how
Wow.
awful Tron Ares did.
Yeah.
But I really liked it.
I almost want to watch it just because I was really intrigued. I don't know. People were saying that it was a good backing for like
Yeah.
a new Nine Inch
Yeah,
Nails
that's a good-
album.
Good point.
And I was willing to watch it just for that. Just going to watch it in IMAX, listening to the music, and I don't know, seeing the visuals. Because I heard that it didn't really feel like a movie. Would you say that's a valid criticism of it?
Yeah. Yeah. How so? Didn't feel like a movie just because it felt
It
more
was
like
just visuals, like the story and stuff were kind of all over the place and scattered.
That's a good point.
But I feel Tron movies don't usually. They're kind of a
Yeah.
vehicle for special effects, for visuals.
It was kind of just one of my biggest surprises because it was better than I thought it would be.
Wow, what an
in
indictment.
the definition of the term. Do you want to get into disappointments?
Sure, yeah. Yo, you know I can.
Lead us off.
Okay. My biggest disappointment,
I'm scared.
I just
I'm
had a
scared
bit.
for whatever you're about to say.
No, it's not the ones you're probably dreading. I don't think
Okay.
you don't have an attachment to either of these.
Okay, good.
You haven't seen either of these.
Okay, good.
Okay, for biggest disappointment, the first one, I had big expectations. This was probably my most anticipated movie of the year,
Really?
and it did let me down big. And I know a lot of people enjoyed it. So I
What is it? What is it?
it was Final Destination Bloodlines.
Wow.
It's been so long since we've had a new entry I think it's been around 10 years since we've had a new entry in the Final Destination franchise.
Wow.
And I think that the new one, the writing really suffered. I think the positives out of the way first. I think the opening is so good. I think it's fantastic. I was like, oh, that's what we're doing. Because again, I stay away from marketing. So when I go into movies, I really don't know what the movie's going to end up being.
Mhm.
So a lot of the time, the movie set something up, and that's kind of what I stick with. I'm like, this is what the movie's going to be. Final Destination Bloodlines does not live up to its opening scene. Its opening scene that takes place like on this isn't really a spoiler. It takes place on this like sky tower.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, yeah,
The
with the
music is
grandma?
fantastic in it. The grandma, yeah, because it
Okay,
takes a
right.
hard shift, and it's like actually we're dealing with her descendants.
Yeah.
And I don't love that as much. I think the writing is really weak from then on, and I think the ending especially. It's like, wow, okay, the movie just ended.
Wow.
Which I know some people are like, that's how the Final Destination movies have always been. I don't know. I didn't care for it personally. There's one really good scene that kind of goes nowhere, and the explanation for it also doesn't line up. And it's stupid to nitpick the Final Destination lore. But I don't know.
'cause it's kind of
I'm a fan of like how convoluted it's always been, and I don't think that Bloodlines does like a great job of
that's
it.
really interesting because I was kind of looking forward to watching that one. I mean, I didn't write this one down, but that I guess would have been one that I missed.
It's not the worst movie I saw this year, but it's just my expectations were so high
Yeah,
that it really,
they
really
fell
did let
flat.
me down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some of my biggest disappointments have got to been FNAF 2. Not going to dwell on that too much
Wow.
because we talked on that too much. What are you shocked by?
For
Because
disappointment?
I was such a big fan of it in the last
yeah,
episode.
but maybe just because you were pitted against me, and so you
Well,
look.
yeah, it still could have been better. I still think they could have done more with it. The next one, Bring Her Back. From my guys who did talk to me, I really hate Bring Her Back. I watched it and I was
right.
in disgust the whole time almost.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I came because I saw a little behind the scenes video of this little kid eating the table, eating the desk, eating the wooden table. And I was like, this looks really cool. The practical effects look really cool. I'm excited to see this kid eat a table. He ate the table, and that's all that I can say was good about the movie.
That's the best scene.
It's
I
the
think.
best scene. Him eating the table and him like this kid being just a really like that kid did really good at acting.
Yeah, the
Just him
acting was
being like
really
a
good.
really like weird
I
possessed.
think
kind of
everyone acted
creature.
really well.
But I didn't care. I didn't care for whatever we were doing, and we care a lot. I didn't care for this.
I was really that's not on my list.
You saw that in theaters.
I saw that in theaters because
Waste
I
the
didn't
money.
I didn't care for the first one. What's it called?
Yeah, Talk to Me. I'm a bigger fan of Talk to
I
Me.
know
than
you
you
do
are.
like Talk to Me. It has that weird like it's an uncomfortable watching experience throughout because I don't think you're
Right.
really rooting for the main character. It's just horrible things happening one after another. That can work for certain movies. I think for things like Hereditary or Midsommar, like Ari Aster's movies, they have that like deep sense of dread, and it works throughout. I think Bring Her Back was so miserable. I left that theater and I said I had no fun watching this.
I know it wasn't enjoyable at all.
At all. I don't know if there was a single one where I was like, oh, that was awesome.
I know.
I was like, oh, I think I can't find many positive things to say about it. I think the acting was good. I think it leaves a pit in your stomach.
That's
'cause
one
it's
that I went
also-
into that I was like, this could be really great, and then it wasn't because it has great scores on Letterboxd. People really
I
enjoy
know,
it.
some people really like it. But I didn't care for it too much.
My other ones, I have a lot, so I'm gonna try and bang them off fast. Do you want to go? Do you want to do one real quickly?
Well, yeah, sure. I'll do my last one. Megan 2.0.
Right, you were really excited for that. Came out on your birthday.
I'm a big fan of Megan. Yeah, way to dox me. I'm a big fan of the first Megan movie, and I think it's the perfect mix of like camp and some good horror and like good kills. The writer has a good track record of
Right.
doing that. They've also worked on *Malignant*, which also
Right,
like
I gotta watch that.
it walks that thin line between like, do they know how stupid this is? And I think the second Megan movie, I think they know how stupid it is, but they don't know how stupid it really is.
Like
you
it
guys
wasn't the
went
time
too far
for it because they kind of did crazy genre
Yes.
shifts, right?
It's very much Terminator 2. Megan's kind of a good guy now. Which,
Crazy.
again, I didn't see the promotional stuff, so I knew nothing about this going in. I was excited to see more of Megan. She's too quippy. It's too self-aware. And it feels like this would be good if we're doing the fifth Megan movie. The second one, it's like, give us a couple more of Megan being a villain. And it really, really tanked. And I hope we do see more of her. Because you know where she's great? In that Fanta ad. I think,
Right.
yeah.
You like that Fanta ad a lot.
Yeah, quick sidebar. There's this Fanta ad that plays quite a lot at Cineplex
At the
before the movies.
Cineplex, yeah.
And it played her especially around Halloween. And it's just a guy getting a Fanta from a 7-Eleven or somewhere. and all these horror icons show up, and I was like, this is such a great encapsulation of like where the horror genre kind of is
In the 2020s.
in the 2020s, because it's Freddie Fazbear makes a cameo, which I'm like, that's fair.
It's Chucky.
Megan, Chucky's still around, still kicking, which like good, because all his contemporaries are kind of not around very much.
The Grabber from Black Phone.
And the
like we
Grabber from
talked
Black
about.
Phone, I think that's, I don't know, I love it. That's kind of gang right there.
My other disappointment, super quick.
Mm-hmm.
We touched on how great of a year it was for superhero movies. Didn't kick off so well with Captain America: Brave New World.
Oh, haven't
I
seen.
saw it in theaters with my dad. I was really excited. It was good. Like just good is all I would put it as.
Yeah.
It didn't do too much for me. I just wish for Sam Wilson, for Anthony Mackie, for his first Captain America movie, I think it could have been a lot better, and that's why I was disappointed by it. Him, which we saw together in theaters.
Oh wow, yeah.
Him, not by
Oh.
Jordan Peele, produced by Jordan Peele. Common misconception, but we both really liked the idea of it, about how it
I
was.
think the cinematographer should be paid a lot.
Yeah,
'cause
it was. Yeah,
visually it's striking. Filming a horror movie that's so centered on like sports and like the ugly side of sports and like this macho
there's
attitude.
potential there.
Yeah, and filming it like a Nike ad or like a sports ad
Mhm.
where it's like do better, go harder. I don't know, it's really good. I think some of the visuals are really, really cool. It does feel like it's, I understand why people might have gotten like the Jordan Peele misconception, because it does a lot of the iconography that Jordan Peele's movies are like, they're so recognizable. It's the teacup.
Right.
Oh, it's the twins. It's the, what does Nope do? Like the Cowboys. It's the, yeah.
What would this one be? The football?
I think, I don't know. They try doing like the mascot,
Right.
the
They
football,
try to do a lot of
the
culty
football
stuff.
scar that he has on his head,
That was the coolest part of the
the
movie.
jade egg. No, the best part of the movie was actually Julia Fox.
Yeah,
She was
you're a
great.
big fan of Julia Fox.
Just because I almost let that movie pass me by, and then I remember turning to you and a couple of our friends and going, Julia Fox is in that. We should go watch that. Because I'm a fan in some of the stuff she's done, and I think she can be good
Wow.
sometimes. But yeah, the writing in that movie, crazy. It really goes nowhere and nothing happens. That was, I think, our biggest gripes when we left. They try to do this structure where you're going day by day of this guy, and it feels like the threats should be escalating as the week goes on and it gets more dangerous and you can't leave. No, we start out day one and it's crazy. And
Wow.
we kind of shared this complaint, if I remember correctly, when we
Yeah.
left the theater. And yeah, I really wish it was better, because I think maybe in a couple of years we'll look back on it and we're like, that one, it was kind of
alright.
fun. It was kind of fun, yeah.
My last one, super quick, because I want to wrap this up, because I feel like we're dwelling too much on the negatives. Let's get back to the positives.
Sure, yeah,
but
yeah.
last one, Death of a Unicorn.
Yeah, skip that one.
Haven't seen it? Yeah, you should skip it. It didn't.
Oh, I
do it
forgot
for
we were in
me.
biggest disappointment. I was like, oh, should I watch it?
No, you should
Right.
skip that one. Didn't do it for me. Trying to do the
Oh.
comedy, trying to do the horror, trying to do like the mysticalism. It really bored me.
Oh, wow.
I didn't enjoy it. Will Poulter was good. Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega were doing what they do in every movie.
Yeah.
So we got to give them something new. Anyways, do you want to quickly before the break move on to fave watch but not released?
Yeah, yeah. So once again, this is the movies that we watched for the first time. Are they first time watches for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, movies we watched for the first time this year, but that did not come out in 2025. You can start if you want.
One of my favorite watches this year was Kill Bill.
Oh yeah.
Tarantino's been in the news a lot lately. He's been saying a lot of stuff. Uma Thurman's been in the news a lot because she's in Fortnite now.
Oh my.
But
yeah.
I really liked both parts. I watched the first one and I was like, this is fantastic. I gotta watch the next one.
How long did you wait between parts?
It was the night after.
Oh, cool.
Because I was like,
That's awesome.
Because it really left me with like such a like, I didn't feel whole, you know? I was like, the story isn't over. I gotta finish it.
Because that
I gotta
last
watch
scene
part
is
two.
great in the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it picks up really well in the second one when she's driving
Mhm.
the car and like kind of recapping the first movie. But I would say I like the first part a lot better than the second one.
Yeah.
I think you can agree with me on that.
It's more fun.
It's more fun. I like what we do in it a lot more. So yeah, it's one of my favorite watches. What about you?
Oh gosh, I don't know. This one was tough for me because I watch a lot of movies that didn't release this year.
So did I.
I think the one that really struck me the most, that I was like, how have I not seen this so far? And I've been thinking about it
What
since
was
I
it?
watched
What was
it. Cabaret, the 70s
right.
movie with Liza Minnelli. I've always heard about it, and I've been a little put off from just the aesthetic and stuff, because it's very strange, because it's
Mhm.
it's a musical where the musical numbers are being performed at this cabaret club, but also they kind of tie into the story that's being told. It's fantastic. The whole story. Liza Minnelli's awesome in it. I hadn't really ever seen her in anything other than Arrested Development, which she's
Right.
also great in. And the songs, not all of them are super catchy, but Cabaret and maybe This Time especially are really great. I don't know. I think it's beautiful visually, auditorily. I think the characters are really great, and that ending. But I mean, the whole story of like fascism rising in Germany during this time, it's really great. I think you should watch it. You haven't seen it
I know.
yet.
I
but
do want to watch it after you describe that ending for me.
it's really,
um,
yeah.
I'm invested now.
It's really good. And I think the things it has to say about using entertainment as escapism from the world and your fears of everyday life, I think are really, they hold up. I think I was like, yeah, I kind of do that, and it's terrifying to see that not really work out for the main character, Sally Bowles. Yeah,
Wow.
that one had the biggest impact on me, but I have a couple more.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
My next one has got to be Seven by David Fincher.
Wow, yeah.
I remember this has been a big anticipated movie for me because it's been on my watch list for a long time. I was like, I gotta watch this. And I finally did this summer. I rented the DVD from my local library. I had my friend Nathan over because we've both been wanting to watch it. And it really blew us both away. I think it's just a great, like, would you call it a murder mystery? I guess, like, not
It's
a
more of
murder
like a
mystery,
noir
but
or a detective movie.
yeah, just like a serial killer hunting
serial
movie.
killer.
I thought Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt were both great. My friend Nathan and I, we called the ending. We were like, oh, and then it's gonna do this. I think
Yeah.
all the kills are really interesting.
Seven Deadly
Reminds me of
Sins.
Saw, kind of,
Yeah.
in the way that they do those different kills. I really loved it. Great ending. Great movie. I think it's also like shot and directed really well.
That's so interesting. David Fincher is such an interesting director because his movies are all over the place.
I haven't seen much of what he's done. I think the only other David Fincher movie I've seen is Alien 3, and I got to get on Social Network.
Because I think if you like Seven, you should watch Zodiac as well because that's his other
Right.
big like
The Zodiac
serial killer one. Yeah, I haven't
Interesting.
seen that one. But yeah, I've only seen Seven. I enjoy Seven. I don't love it as much as you do, but another one that I watched this year that I really liked. This one's gonna be so niche, so I'll just give it a quick little shout out. There's this like 2000s movie called Blood, Tea, and Red String. It's a stop
Never
motion.
heard of it.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. It's this stop motion movie. It's really weird. It's super, super pretty. If you like stop motion at all or like very fairy tale inspired things, I'm thinking like something like Labyrinth,
Yeah.
but a little more Alice in Wonderland.
Interesting.
Check out Blood, Tea, and Red String. It's a short. I think it's only an hour or something. It's I think a student film that was made at some point, but it's really, really pretty. So yeah, if you have any interest, check it out. It's free online to watch.
Awesome. My last one, Hunger Games, Songbirds of Snakes, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, because I've been like, I got to get on it because I've seen obviously the first, well, I was gonna say 3, but 4 movies, I guess.
Because you only saw it this year?
I only saw it this year. I only got
Wow.
around to it, but I was like, wow, this really is amazing. I was kind of dreading it because I know it was super long, but I think it needs to be that long.
Yeah, it's great.
And I think it's really awesome. I think it's my second favorite of all the Hunger Games movies.
I think my last one, I really liked Cuckoo, which I only got
Oh.
to watching recently.
Well, I have a story about Cuckoo, but you go
'Cause,
first.
I remember when it came out, I heard some people describe it as like a modern giallo, which is
Yeah.
like 70s Italian sort of slasher leading into horror, and that's one of my favorite genres. And I was like, they don't really make those anymore. I'm excited. I love Hunter Schafer from the 2 things she's in. She needs to be in more stuff. Like she was in that like what was it, an ad campaign for glasses recently?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that? She's really good
Yeah.
in that too. Shout out for that to that monster.
Get her in more
campaign.
stuff.
Well, she's gonna be in a new video game soon. And I'm really excited for that. Hideo Kojima's OD. But moving on,
that's right.
Cuckoo. It's definitely disappointing. It didn't live up to the hype, but I really like it, and I hope they keep making more like of those styles of movies where it's these weird things happening, very cool, sort of like I don't know, I can't really just prog rock sort of music in the background. Has these like European countrysides and also weird horrifying concepts. I think the horror in it is really, really good. There's one scene especially where they do like shadows. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. There's like she's riding on her bike and you just see a shadow creeping up behind her. It's really good. You should check it out actually.
Yeah, Josh and I started it.
Yeah?
When he came to visit, we said, let's watch a movie. Oh, let's watch Cuckoo. We both we love Hunter Schafer. We need to watch this. We got about like 2 minutes in. We said, this is not the movie for tonight.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
fair.
not the vibe for tonight. Because it's what? Is it German? It's people screaming in some language.
Yeah.
In some sort of like household environment.
Yeah.
And we were like,
That seems
what is
weird,
going
yeah.
on? Just the way it opens.
I like that. I love movies that
And
make me
so
go,
we
what
said,
is going on?
we can't handle this tonight. So we watched Host instead. That was a great
Host.
movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cuckoo. I think it's great. Keep trying, you guys. Maybe you haven't hit it out of the park in this one, but I think let's get Hunter Schafer in more movies and let's make more modern giallos. And then I think it's time for our break.
Yeah, let's take a break.
Are you over 18 years of age? Do you love your country? Take part in this patriotic competition to win anything you could wish for. Help solve the epidemic of laziness that plagues this nation and sign up for the long walk today.
And we're back from the break.
Welcome back.
Let's jump into movies we missed this year.
Oh, movies that we really wish we could have seen in theaters.
What's yours?
My first one is Together with Dave Franco and Allison Brie.
Wow, yeah.
I was really excited for, like, I thought it was, I know people actually kind of got mad because I think maybe there's drama with them stealing the idea.
Yep.
But I was excited to see it. And I think it came out earlier in the summer and it would have been a fun watch, but didn't get the chance to.
I have heard, just a disclaimer, that it's like the tone wildly shifts halfway through and that
Oh,
it loses a
really?
lot of its horror and stuff. So that's the only thing where I heard that and I was like, maybe I'm skipping out on this one.
Interesting.
For one I missed, Mickey 17. I'm really sad I didn't go to watch
Right.
that because
Bong Joon-ho.
yeah, I'm a big fan of him. Like, I just remembered last night, I've seen about 6 or 7 of his movies.
Really?
Yeah. Because after Parasite came out, I was like, I really like this. Before it got the Oscar buzz, I watched it at film.ca.
Wow.
Yeah. I wish I'd seen Mickey 17 because I like the cast and I'm sad I missed it. I'm looking to watch it when it comes to like the public library or something. I'll rent it out.
I have 2 others that I missed that I know you're gonna want to touch on.
What?
They're ones that I missed in theaters, but that I'm still planning on watching later in the year because they'll be on Netflix.
Oh.
Wake Up Dead Man and Frankenstein.
Yeah, great, both of them.
I know. Once the winter break hits, hey, I'm watching both of them, and that's my goal. You love them both.
I do.
You only have good things to say about both of them.
No, I definitely have. I always have bad
you
things
always
to
have
say.
bad things to say, but yeah, I mean, even just now, I saw like another like kind of teaser trailer ad for Wake Up Dead Man. I was like, oh, I don't want to see it. I don't want
It's
to see
really
it
good.
because I don't want spoilers. But yeah, I gotta get on that.
The cast is really good. I just wish they'd use them a little more. But I think Ryan Johnson, he's 3 for 3 with these.
Right, you saw both of them in theaters, and I'm not gonna see either of them in theaters. I'm gonna be sitting at home on Netflix watching them.
I did watch both of them in theaters. They were great theater watching experiences. And actually,
That leads us into our next category: favorite watching experiences.
can I go?
Of course,
because we're
lead us
talking
off.
about it. For fave watching experiences, Wake Up Dead Man. I went to watch it at film.ca. Again, shout out. We love film.ca.
We love from Let's See. Love Jeff Knoll.
Yeah, if he's willing to come to the podcast, we'd love to have him.
We love to have you. We'd love to interview you.
Yeah, I watched it with my mom, which I don't know. I hadn't seen a movie with my mom in so long, and just watching it with her brought back so many memories of as a kid. I used to love murder mysteries.
That's awesome.
Like before I really got into horror movies, I would read so many murder mystery books, especially Agatha Christie and Poirot books, and I just loved them. My favorite book still is probably And Then There Were None. And just watching that movie brings back why I love the story so much. It's this great cast of characters. You usually have the central detective who you're following, and he's great. Daniel Craig, I don't know, he's so good in these. I like that they switched up his look a little bit.
yeah.
I don't know. I have a couple bad things to say, but it's very little to say about that movie. I think it's almost perfect.
Where does it rank among Knives Out and Glass Onion for you?
I think it's
Is it too
second.
hard to
I'd
say?
have to rewatch it.
Second.
Just because the first one, they nail it so well.
Yeah.
My ranking would be 1, then Wake Up Dead Man, and then Glass Onion.
Wow.
But I think all 3 of them are really great. I have to rewatch. If I rewatched Wake Up Dead Man one more time, maybe when it comes to Netflix, and I like it as much as I did in theaters, I would consider having it be like one of my favorite movies of the year.
Nice.
But I just need to scrutinize it a little further, knowing how the murder mystery ends. I want to rewatch and see how the clues kind of line up. Do you have a favorite watching experience?
This next one that I want to mention isn't a single watching experience, but rather 31 of them, because for the month of October, I did
Yes.
a little Halloween marathon where I was trying to watch one movie a day, Halloween or horror themed, for the whole month of October. It was rough, but it was really fun.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of great movies that month. I knocked a couple off my list that I've been meaning to see for a while. And I mean, it was inspired by you because you did it last year.
I did it last year. I sat this one out.
But there were a lot of there were some great moments during that night.
I did the last week with you in solidarity.
Yeah, you did. We watched Corpse Bride actually at the school in one of the
Yeah.
labs. And yeah, it was hard balancing it with school, but
You did.
I
You should
did
be
it.
proud.
I'm proud.
That's 31 films.
So that's my little Halloween marathon that I just want to mention.
And then just quickly, for fave watching experiences, Misery.
Right.
I'd
it's a
seen it
West
before,
Ale.
and I'd been telling you and another, my best friend, to see it for a while because I think Kathy Bates is so good in it.
Yeah.
That's another Stephen King one it's so simple. It's a writer stuck in his house,
Mm-hmm.
or I guess not his house, but stuck in a house for like months, and it's so the things they do with it.
It's
Annie Wilkes is such a
terrifying.
cool character, and we went to watch it at the Westdale Theater, which is another local theater in Hamilton, and that was another great watching experience. Yeah.
It's like chilling and terrifying and scary in not the way that most horror movies get me.
Yeah.
You know? It's really it does it the horror in a unique way.
And they played a quick Q&A after the movie as
Right,
well.
they
About
did.
Kathy Bates and the director, and they were kind of just talking about
She
how
won the
filming-
Oscar for that.
Yeah, she did, and she deserved that. Oh, that was
Great.
great.
Another one of my favorite watching experiences was Wicked for Good in the D-Box.
I should mention that, yeah.
It's the D-Box. It's kind of our little
Mm.
tradition that we saw the first Wicked in D-Box, and then we saw this one in D-Box. We won't go too much into this because, hey, we have a whole podcast episode
Yeah,
you
listen
can
to our
listen
first
to
episode.
now. But yeah, Wicked for Good was great. Do you have any more watching experiences? Or
No,
is
I
that
think
it?
I'm good for that
Okay,
category.
well, can I mention one more?
Sure.
I want to mention I Know What You Did Last Summer, 2025.
Oh, come on now.
You and I saw this in the summer, and that was actually the same weekend that we saw Superman.
Yeah.
And we'd also just recently watched the original I Know What You Did Last Summer, which
Yes.
I want to touch on because that is another one of my favorite movies that I watched this year that didn't release. I love that one so much. It's got flaws, but I love it. And that new one was coming out, and we were like kind of on the fence. We were like, should we go see it?
And then
Should
all
we?
signs pointed to yes.
All the stars
It was
aligned.
a weird, weird day where everything we did, there was a sign that was like, you gotta go watch it.
Ads coming up on our phone.
Yeah.
Jonah Howard King in The Little Mermaid, and we were like, oh, he's in the
Yeah,
new
because
one.
we just watched that.
Yeah. And then we were like, we got to go see it.
Oh, for fave watching experiences, I might bring up the 2 live action Disney movies we watched. We watched Little Mermaid and Snow White.
Right.
And those were rough, but I wouldn't have watched it with anyone else.
That was in the
'cause
Kingdom Hearts era. Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh.
Yeah. I don't think I would have gotten that enjoyment with anyone else.
That was in the Kingdom Hearts era, and we were kind of big into Disney.
Because
And
then we would work on our little projects on the side, and we'd have those soundtracks playing.
Yep.
Those soundtracks, the Scuttlebutt.
It
Oh,
was a great summer for movies.
yes, it was.
Wow.
What category are we on? Fave films?
Yeah, I think we are. That leads us into
Wow.
Fave Films at 25. So we've each prepared top 3. Do you want to get into your number 3 spot?
The Ugly Stepsister.
Right.
I think you should get into it.
I might.
I've heard a lot of comparisons, which are fair. It's like The Substance meets like Sofia Coppola or Black Swan. It's very like, it's body horror. It's about expectations of like trying to be better, and it's just a Cinderella but told from the point of view of the ugly stepsister. And it's really pretty. It's one of the prettiest movies I've seen all year.
Wow.
I don't know
It's
how
not
they do
ugly?
it. 'Cause no, it's really pretty. Like they do some dream sequences, the pink, I don't know. It looks like a fairy tale. Because it is a European film. It's not like Hollywood. And I don't know, it's a small studio. Great movie. If you're really interested in any of like the points of comparisons I threw out there, check it out. I think it holds up. And the body horror they do is really cool. And it's all based on like traditional practices that they would have done like in that era to
That's awesome.
beautify yourself. Yeah.
My third favorite film of the year,
Uh-huh.
Wicked for Good.
Wow.
I know. I wanted to bring it up. I think like I touched on a lot of my other favorite movies of the year. I wanted to bring this one up once more time. I just thought it was really great. I really enjoyed it. I think I liked the first one better. I mean, hey, we have the whole other podcast episode. I'm not going to go too much into it, but
Yeah.
Wicked for Good, my number 3.
Wow. Ugh, okay, my number 2, Zach Kreger's Weapons.
That's my number 2.
Yeah, I assume.
Oh.
I thought, yeah, great film.
Hey, no notes.
I-
No, I don't know if I have any
very
notes.
few notes.
No
very few
notes.
notes. I've seen
Great.
it twice. Held up.
So good.
The Aunt Gladys, fantastic.
She's awesome.
Amy Madigan, I'm rooting for that Oscar for you.
Yes, we
You
are.
deserve it.
But my number 3 spot, Ariana's kind of creeping up on her, so we'll see.
Come
For that
on. Who do
supporting
you think?
actress
Who do
Oscar.
you think deserves it?
I can't do this right now.
Really?
We'll get into this
Ariana was
on the
really good in
Oscars
For Good.
episode.
Yeah, look forward to that. But yeah, I think Weapons was great. The script was really
I
tight.
love how it like breaks it down into different chapters of the characters. I think all the characters are really well written.
Yeah.
I had a friend who doesn't like how like kind of awful of people they are. He's like, none of them are
Really?
like really good people.
That's like
And
one
I'm
of my
like,
favorite
hey,
parts.
that's the point.
Yeah.
They're so flawed and they're so like they're not good people.
But
But
they
they
feel like
are,
it's opposite.
though. I don't
They're
know.
good people. They're just messy.
so
They each have their
complex.
flaws, but
Exactly.
at the core of it, they're each trying to do something right. I mean, I don't know about the cop actually, but if what's her name? Justine? Is that the teacher's name? I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Justine and
Julia Gardner.
yeah, and Josh Brolin's characters are both fundamentally they care about these kids. They want to save them. They want to help them, and they do. They're messy. One of them's like
Yup,
yeah.
yup.
they're very messy. We won't talk about it too much, but it's really good. The mystery, I think, it really lands when they're like, this is what's going on. It's perfect.
Right.
An almost perfect movie. So,
What is our number 1
What's our number
movie of
one?
2025? I think
I'm-
I know yours.
and I know yours.
Okay, let's get into it. You go
Well,
first.
Should we try to guess?
I think yours is Killer of Killers.
And I think yours is Sinners.
Well, you'd be right.
And you'd be right.
Talk about Killer of Killers.
I think Killer of Killers, I kind of mentioned it earlier. It's fantastic. It kind of was one of my favorite watching experiences also. I just watched it at home because it released on Disney Plus, this animated anthology movie.
I think I told you about it, didn't I?
Yeah, you told me about it, and I
I
said,
said
maybe I'll check it out.
I thought it was a TV show at first. I said you
Yeah.
gotta check into this new
Well, I'm
animated.
so glad it's a
Predator thing."
movie.
I know.
All the segments are super strong. They're super tight. The movie's great. I just remember it's halfway through the second segment, which is like a ninja / samurai Japanese one.
Yep.
I realized I'm so happy right now. I'm so excited to see where this movie's going. I'm so excited to see what it's doing. And when the movie continued, I wasn't disappointed. I think it's great. I don't know, it's the happiest I've been watching a movie all year.
Yeah, because I was gonna say it's interesting that that's your number 1 because I feel like you have more notes and negatives
Complaints?
about Killer of Killers than you do of Weapons.
But it's
do you
also
think
the
it's 'cause it
highest
made you
high.
happy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Weapons is probably tighter, but as in my favorite movie, like that I watched this year, that came out this year, it's gonna be Killer of Killers. It's great. No notes. I mean, there's a couple notes.
Yeah, you got a couple of notes.
Yeah, okay. So I don't care for the fourth segment too much, and I think that the witty writing in the third segment also
with my
is,
guy, with my
Torres,
Torres.
yeah.
Yeah, the World War II pilot.
I don't like when it gets very jokey. It reminds me a little too much of like MCU, and I'd like but I guess the Predator franchise will always have that, so I
Yeah.
can excuse it. Just not my personal favorite. I still think the movie, I don't know. I think it should get an Oscar for best animated movie, or at least a nom. I know K-pop Demon Hunters is going to take it, but
Oh, unfortunately, you're
yeah.
right.
Do you want to talk about Sinners?
is
Get
so
into it.
Good. I have no notes. It's a masterpiece in my mind.
Yeah.
I think it does such a good job of like, it's such a great premise. And I think it's such a great like blending of these two worlds. And I think this is a great point that you bring up. So I want to credit you. Is
Love
that
it.
Weapons and Sinners are two of our favorite movies of the year because they take these such real characters,
Mhm.
like human characters, and such real like emotional content, and they like wedge this great force of evil in between them,
Yeah.
and it makes you feel for these characters so much.
Bringing her back, throwback to that. I think it's the opposite of that because these movies also fill you with such a sense of dread because you get to know these characters and you like them so much.
Yeah,
I also really like Sinners. I didn't put it anywhere in this list because I knew Gil
you
was
knew
going
I'd
to
bring
mention
it
it.
up.
And I think it's great. I think the acting's fantastic. I think the music is super cool.
The music is it's so good. It adds so much to the movie.
Yeah, we both watched it in IMAX. That was the first movie I've ever seen in IMAX.
That
'cause
was maybe one of my
Gil
favorite
said,
watching experiences.
You're gonna go want to see that in IMAX because they do cool stuff with the aspect ratio. And I said, okay,
I
sure.
got chills at those aspect ratio changes. It
It's
was
really,
so
really
awesome.
sick.
Seeing it in IMAX was like such a game changer. And I watched it again for that Halloween marathon that I mentioned.
Yeah, you did.
And it was just as good the second time. And I really hope it wins for Best Picture. At least get a nom. It
Yeah.
has to at least get a nom.
It deserves it.
Because I mean, that thing that I showed you the other day, Christopher Nolan hosted a screening of Sinners with Ryan Coogler just to like solely for the reason of like pushing
Oscar
it to
buzz, yeah.
campaign for Best Picture. It absolutely deserves a Best Picture nom.
Yeah.
You want to get into 2026?
Yeah, let's do it.
Wow. So I have a lot, and I don't think we'll have too much to say on them because obviously they're not out yet. But I just want to kind of bang them off. I want to start chronologically with I think the first movie coming out in 2026 that I'm excited about, Scream 7.
Right.
Once again, you have more dread for it. I also actually I do have dread for it. I don't know if I'm.
But you do love Kevin Williamson.
I'm anticipating it. I do love Kevin Williamson, the original writer of Scream,
And
and
he's directing
coming
this
back
one.
to direct this one. He kind of stepped away from the Scream franchise for a long time,
Mhm.
and he's never directed any of them, but he wrote the first couple of them.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm excited for that. I don't know what they're gonna do with. There's rumors that Stu's coming back. There's rumors that they're gonna bring back a lot of people, and I'm like, hey, all these people are dead. What are you doing? What do you mean? And I'm really heartbroken that Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega aren't returning, but you know, they've said that they're fine with that being the end of their chapter for their characters. So that's my thoughts on Scream 7. What do you have for us?
I'm just gonna mention two really quick.
Okay, go for it.
The Resident Evil movie that Zach Kreger's working on after
Right.
Weapons, I'm like, because I was a big fan of Barbarian also when it came out, and I
Yeah.
thought this is great.
I was gonna bring that up, but
I thought it was a little weak. It had more weak points, but I think Weapons is better than it in almost every regard.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to see where he's gonna go after that with the Resident Evil movies, because Resident Evil movies do not have a great track record. But I know he's a fan of the games, and I think he can do a good job there. So I'm really excited for that. And then probably the most anticipated movie of the year for me, Sunrise on the Reaping. I'm so excited for that movie.
I know you're so excited.
Again, more Elle Fanning, Glenn Close also in that from Wake Up Dead Man.
Yup.
Who else
Joseph
is in it?
Zeta.
Keep naming them.
McKenna Grace from FNAF 2.
Maya Hawke.
Maya Hawke, as
Yeah.
Wirus. Jesse Plemons as
Mhm.
Plutarch. He's gonna be great. Ray Fiennes is playing Snow. Elle Fanning's gonna be so good.
I'm
and
super,
our
super
guy
excited.
from The Long Walk is in it.
That's right. I'm
Yeah.
so excited. I can't wait. From the one image I've seen of Glenn Close in it, and that
That's all you need
Yeah,
to
she
ride
looks
you
like
out
she's
till
from
November.
Whoville.
Till
I love it.
November.
That's
James,
rough.
How you gonna wait that long?
that's rough. I'll manage.
Wow.
You want to name your last couple?
My last couple, we're only getting started. We'll all do these ones in a batch. I
Okay.
talked about how great it was for superhero movies this year. It's going to be just as great next year. We've got Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Right.
Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow trailer
Right.
came out yesterday.
Mhm.
We've got Avengers Doomsday finishing it
Oh,
off.
I don't know about that one.
I know, you're a little more skeptical for that one.
That's a lot of characters.
I'm just like, if there's that many characters, I'm going to be happy either way. Even if it's awful, I'll be happy.
I'm happy for Rebecca Romijn coming back as Mystique.
Right.
Just my little
Oh, well, I'm excited
Little
for
note.
Scott Summers, Mr.
James Marsden.
James Marsden coming
Your
back
favorite.
I know, I slipped my mind. James Marsden coming back as Cyclops. The next couple that I have to mention, this one, I don't know if I'm necessarily excited for it, but I know the people are. The Odyssey, Christopher Nolan. You don't care for it?
I mean, sure, I guess. I'll
That's
go
a lot of
watch
names.
it.
You want to talk about a lot of people, a lot of characters? There's a
That's
lot of
also
people
the
in that one.
Odyssey.
Yes.
I wouldn't compare the Odyssey to Avengers Doomsday.
I would. On the record, I would.
That's beautiful. We're putting this clip out.
You're not excited for it? It's gonna be the big summer blockbuster.
The Odyssey?
Oh, you really don't care for it?
Sure, I get because Tom Holland's in that.
Yeah. John Bernthal.
Sure.
A lot of other names that I probably
I'll
can't
probably go watch it.
remember.
I'm just not as big on Nolan as some other people, but I think he has done good work in the past.
And lastly, Ready or Not 2.
Yes.
We're both very excited for that.
Love the cast.
Radio Silence, Samara Weaving.
I'm
Sarah Michelle
really
Gellar.
cautious about that one because I don't know where they're going with the sequel for that because I think the first one is so tight and it ends so
it
well.
ends really perfectly, yeah.
But I'm glad that Sarah Michelle Gellar is in movies as in films. The last movie I think she was in, other than I Know What You Did Last Summer,
Right.
she was great in that.
Great cameo.
Was like Do Revenge, and she was great in that. But it really made me think I need her in more films, and I'm glad she's doing them.
And yeah, we'll see how it goes because it does seem like what we've seen so far that it really is picking up after the first film.
Yeah,
So we'll see. Are you skeptical, would you say? You're excited for sure.
I'm definitely excited and skeptical. Both,
Okay, right.
both up.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we can wrap it up. Do you have anything else?
No, I think that's all I've got
Okay.
for this episode.
Yeah, we were a little rushed there at the end. We just don't want these episodes to run too long.
Yeah, but this was a great episode. I love talking about it's been a great year for movies. I love talking about all my favorite movies this year and some of our
did too.
disappointments and what we're excited for next year. I think next year's gonna be a great year.
I'm glad we got the chance to be a little more positive. At least I got.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for a great 2025. Thanks for
Yeah.
a great first few episodes. We'll see you in the new year. I've been James. No,
Nope.
I haven't.
Love that. Keep that. I've been James,
I've been Gil.
and this has been We Care
We
a Lot.
care a lot. See you next time.